She hadn't stepped into a church in nearly a year. Now, not since the day they buried her little boy, Ethan. The day were gray and bitter, the type of sky that mirrors the burden in your chest. She had screamed at God that day, shaking her fists on the heavens. In case you cherished me, you would not have taken him. Every memory of him, each tiny snigger and small hand held, felt like a dagger in her heart. In her grief, she had thrown out every Bible, ripped the move off her wall, stopped speaking to her husband, stopped answering friends, stopped the entirety that reminded her of a life that had as soon as held desire. Friends knocked on her door, leaving casseroles and loaves of bread, hoping a few kindness may ease her sorrow. One neighbor left a prayer card on her kitchen counter. She had burned it, looking the flames twist and curl, whispering via tears, "Do not carry me, God. Bring me my son." The house grew quieter with every passing day, the silence heavier than any sound. She got a activity at a small grocery shop, no longer due to the fact she wished the cash, but due to the fact the silence of her home turned into unbearable. One wet afternoon, a younger mother walked in, retaining a cell phone in a single hand and a trembling coronary heart inside the different. "Ma'am, do you already know where in the nearest church is?" She appeared up from behind the register, barely meeting the woman's eyes. "My son," the young mom began, her voice breaking. "He is in the health facility. They stated it might be his remaining night. I want to wish." For a protracted moment, the girl stated not anything. Her eyes narrowed. "Bitter. Pray," she stated in the end, her voice low. "I prayed, too. It failed to keep my son." The young mom's shoulders shook as tears spilled down her face. "Please," she whispered, "I don't realize anybody right here." The girl's chest tightened. She saw herself contemplated on this younger mother, damaged, helpless, begging for something she couldn't manage. Memories of Ethan's small hands, his quiet laughter, and the unbearable silence after his passing surged through her. She walked past the registers and shelves, feeling the burden of her very own grief, and took the young mom's hand. They walked collectively through rain-slicked streets, the drops soaking their coats, till they reached a quiet church. Its doors stood open, welcoming, a tender light spilling onto the wet pavement. The young mom prayed through tears, her voice trembling with worry and wish. And for the primary time in almost a year, the girl did too. "I don't recognize, in case you nevertheless hear me," she whispered. "However, please, assist her." Weeks later, Ethan's Namor, alternatively, the boy she had prayed for, surviving, and the girl, she smiled for the primary time in what felt like an eternity. No longer loud, not ideal, however enough to spark desire in a coronary heart, lengthy drowned in sorrow. A few prayers do get responded. Once in a while now, not inside the ways we expect. Now and again, now not whilst we want, however regularly. In the quiet staying power of desire, inside the small acts of kindness, within the courage to face again, drop a heart if you trust some prayers still get replied. Percentage this with a person who needs desire today.